Hey, Joe Alton, MD here.
And I'm Amy Alton, ARNP. Our focus is disaster, epidemics, and first aid preparedness.
We want you to know what to do in situations where medical help may not be available for the short term or even the long haul. One of the ways we offer this information is through our videos. If you like our videos, we hope you'll subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Joe Alton, MD, physician and author of New York Times and Amazon best-selling books on preparedness for disasters and epidemics, like the Survival Medicine Handbook, the Zika Virus Handbook, and various others. I'm also the founder of the top 10 survival website, doomandbloom.net, now with over 800 posts, podcasts, and videos on medical preparedness for any disaster. I mostly write about specific topics that can help you deal with medical issues in difficult times. But one way you can stay healthy is simply by knowing what to do when danger presents itself in large crowds. It seems like you can't read the news without a report of a terror event somewhere, and it's clear there's going to be more to come. On France's equivalent of Independence Day, a large truck with multiple occupants plowed through a large crowd in the southern city of Nice and engaged in a gunfight with police. Bystanders noted that the truck appeared to accelerate into the festive throng, killing dozens and injuring many, many more. I've mentioned the concept of situational awareness as a way to decrease your chances of becoming a victim in future terror attacks. In these days of Pokemon Go and other smartphone distractions, you're seeing more and more people not paying attention to their surroundings. In the past, this might get you a bump on the head for walking into a lamppost, but in today's world, it could cost you your life. Situational awareness involves understanding what's going on in your immediate vicinity that might represent a threat to your well-being. I don't mean secondhand smoke here. I'm talking about knowing what immediate dangers may exist that you can avoid or maybe abolish with your actions. Especially important for soldiers in a combat zone, situational awareness has now become just as important for the average citizen in any large crowd. In an area of risk, anywhere where multitudes of people gather, simple things might save your life. Things like not having your hoodie up, which can be like blinders on a horse. Things like making a mental note of the nearest exit at the mall. Things like looking around for people who are nervous or perhaps dressed too warm for the weather. By looking for anomalies in what should be normal behavior in a situation, the situationally aware person will have the best chance to plan an escape when an attack occurs. Hopping up and down and screaming may be normal behavior at a rock concert, but not at the local mall. In Nice, France, the terrorists waited for the crowd to be distracted by fireworks. Spectators who had their eyes glued to the sky wouldn't have time to react, and this greatly increased the casualty count. The situationally aware person would always be looking around for possible threats, and these days in France, the threats are everywhere. In such a crowd, it would pay to be at the fringes and not in the middle. Maybe having a wall to your back might eliminate a danger that might come at you from behind. Indoors, for example, in a movie theater, you want a view of the exits as well as the screen. If someone's behaving strangely, move away from them. Someone screaming at the employee at the local burger joint, "I said no cheese," maybe you should leave and order a pizza instead. It's difficult to instill a culture of situational awareness in a population, but it can be done, especially if you start early. When you're out with the kids, tell them to pay attention to what's going on where you are. Now, once the family has left the area, ask them how many people were there, what they were wearing, or maybe other details. Ask them what they would have done if there was an attack in that area. Do this often enough, and they may begin to pay less attention to their smartphones and more to their surroundings. All this attention to detail may seem paranoid to you, I understand. But it's time to realize that these are dangerous times. Incorporate situational awareness into a calm, observant mindset, and you'll gain those extra seconds that could have meant the difference between life and death for so many in Nice. In a future video, I'll discuss the awareness strategy called OODA: Observe, Orient, Decide, and Act. This is Joe Alton, MD, that old Dr. Bones, wishing you the best of health in good times or bad. Thanks for watching.
Besides YouTube, we have a lot of other ways you can connect with us. You can follow us on Twitter at Prepper Show. And no, you don't have to be a prepper to get useful information that just might keep your family safe in a disaster.
Besides our books, especially the new 3rd edition, 700 pages of the Survival Medicine Handbook, you'll find tons of articles, posts, and videos at our website at doomandbloom.net.
We have a presence on Facebook, too. You can find our Survival Medicine group at Survival Medicine, Dr. Bones, Nurse Amy, plus our 2 pages, Doom and Bloom and Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy.
Don't forget our syndicated podcast, The Survival Medicine Hour at blogtalkradio.com, all about, you guessed it, disaster and epidemic medical strategies for times of trouble, as well as our current events podcast, American Survival Radio at gcnlive.com.
Plus our live video cast, the 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of each month at aroundthecabin.com.
Lastly, we've designed a board game called Doom and Bloom Survival that gets the whole gang to put down their smartphones, I hope, for a fun family game night that just incidentally has you make decisions that might help you one day in a real disaster. We thank the Prepared Family blog for naming our game the Teaching Preparedness Resource of the Week. You'll find the game at our website or at survivalboardgame.com.
Thanks for all your support. We can't tell you how much it means to us and our mission.
And that mission is to put a medically prepared person in every family for any disaster.
Thanks so much for watching.